Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name's Ariana. Today we're gonna be talking about freshman advice. I know it might be like scary, it might feel scary, but like I promise me it's not. It's really just about you. Like just think of it as about you. I'm gonna split this video up into certain categories I'm gonna be talking about. I'm here to give you all the advice. I'm an upcoming sophomore, so I'm kind of eligible to like talk about this. So these are kind of just some things I wish I had known. First, we're just going to talk about the basics. Don't expect it to be like scary, but also don't expect it to be like a movie or something, because it's not. It's real life. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be this crazy something bad, but like it's not going to be like, oh my goodness, it's going to be the happiest year of my life. It is something different and you will get used to it. So don't be like, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do this, it's so scary, because you will get used to it. Everyone gets used to it. You know, you go through high school. There is no ifs, ands, or but. This next thing I want to say is that being a freshman, you will not be treated the same as any upperclassman. You will not. You won't. You won't. You are going to be treated as someone unserious. You're going to be looked at as someone unserious. And just falling into those habits is probably like the last thing you want to do. Falling into the stereotype of a freshman is the last thing you want to do, because people are already going to look at you that way. So it's like you know, showing them that that's who you are. It's not the smartest thing to do. It won't be the worst time of your life, but it definitely will not be fun. That's just the reality, and you just have to kind of get over that. Okay, next we're going to talk about friendships. This is the core of, I feel like, high school in general. Like, you need some friendships, but it's also okay to be by yourself. So don't think it's like, oh my goodness, I need to have a friend. You don't need to have a friend. If you want to be by yourself, that is just fine. But also, you're going to need to socialize just in life. So just be prepared to just know that you're going to have to socialize. You're going to have to talk. You're going to make, acquaintances if you don't want to have friends, whatever. But you're going to have to, communicate and socialize. So don't expect to be in this tiny bubble for high school. I'm going to read what I just said. You don't need a big friend group. And it's honestly probably best to be alone with some situations that happen in a friend group. But the best of all that you could possibly get is probably like a nice, trusted, small friend group of people that you know you can trust, and just need to go through that freshman year with them, especially when they're also freshmen. You guys can kind of help each other out. You guys can go and walk with each other across the bleachers when there's a whole bunch of people, like you guys just be there for each other. So that's probably like the best, like overall. Like, don't be in a friend group to where there are people that aren't your character, because people will assume that who you are around. So if you're around a whole bunch of people that have been doing some crazy stuff, they'll assume that you're like that. And it's like, you just don't want to be around that, especially if that's not who you are. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Another thing is, do not, don't just trust people to trust people. Analyze the behaviors of the people around you, because it will be, because if some girl come to you talking about some other girl, talking about some, she did this, that, and the third, and you think that she's not going to do the same to you, you're wrong. You're really wrong. You're really wrong. And just don't do it. Please don't put yourself in that position, because, just analyze that. Like, see that that's how she moved. Okay, I'm not telling her nothing. Okay, I don't want to be, I'm going to back up from that friendship. Like, analyze it and move on it. And if they say that you're moving weird, just know that in your head, they were already moving weird. And if you want to speak on it, speak on it. But if not, then you don't have to speak on it. You know what I mean? You're not obligated to. That's your life. You can do what you want, And then, like, on that note, you don't have to go back to that person as your friend. You can stop talking to them altogether. You do not have to keep being their friend if you don't like how they move. You don't. So that's another thing. Like, just if they wrong you and blah, 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 you can cut them off. You don't have to keep talking to them. You don't have to give them an explanation. You don't have to give them nothing. It might be the respectful thing, maybe, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you don't have to. Okay, this is the big one. Do not change yourself to fit into somebody else, or somebody else's pictures, somebody else's friend group. The people that are for you and your personality, personality will come to you. Like, you do not need to change yourself or be someone else just to fit in, because the people who are around you will come to you. The people who like your personality will naturally gravitate to you, and you'll have those as your friends. You don't need to force something, because you just don't need to do it. There's so many people. You can find somebody, you know what I mean? Like, okay, one thing, it's easy to lose middle school friendships. Friends will come and go. Do not expect to be the same person with the same friend for a majority of your life. It's not going to happen. Sometimes, yes, it does happen, but don't expect it. Like, don't be like, oh my goodness, we're going to stay friends forever. Like, because there are some really, really good, powerful, seamlessly powerful friendships that have gone to waste just from like high school, just from growing apart, just from like basic factors. So don't expect it to be like this person who's gonna be with me forever. Like, don't expect it, you know? To make friends, I would say join like some sports or like some clubs, or some type of just like attend school events. That's a good one. Attend school events. And that's really it. Like, you just have to socialize. You just have to go out there, be out there. Because at the end of the day, something will happen. Something will turn up where you get to socialize and talk. Okay, so now we're going to talk about drama. Okay, so you don't have to include yourself on your friend's drama. You don't have to. Do not do it. It's not smart. Just don't do it. You don't want that. It's not your job. It's not for you. You shouldn't be doing it. You're just gonna get yourself wrapped up in blah blah blah. It's just not what you should do. To avoid drama, I say just like, don't talk about somebody. Obviously, period. Don't talk to somebody. Don't talk about somebody. But don't talk about somebody, especially to somebody who you know is the capability and you don't really trust, who would tell it to somebody else. And now you just look a hot mess. It's just on that same note, don't spread false rumors. It's not needed. It's really just like, you're like, stop, please. Just it's old, you know. We're trying to grow up, you know. It's really not your place, and it doesn't matter if it's real or not. You just shouldn't be doing it. So just don't do it. And it's just like, don't be weird. Don't be weird, please. And it's like, with the wrong person, you will get messed up. You try to start rumors with the wrong person, and they know you started it. You start rumors and them catching you. Don't be fighting. You don't want that on you. And also, it's not even that. It's that when you fight, people gonna be talking about that. And then if you lose, that's even worse. So just don't do it at all, because you're just, people gonna be talking about, asking you questions this time and third. You don't want to have that problem. Just don't do it. Next up, we're gonna do classes. Okay, so sometimes, majority of the time, you're probably gonna be able to get like the elective you want, but usually seniors get to pick first, and then it's like juniors and sophomores. Like the elective, just switch it, because you don't want to be in that class dreading the fact that you did not switch that elective. So now you're going that whole year or whatever, so dreading that elective. You just go to the counselor and switch it. Just go to the counselor and switch it. Like, that's just, don't put yourself in that position. Another thing, there's a good chance that a class will have a variety of grades. So there will be some 14-year-old with a 17-year-old, okay, a 17-year-old, 18-year-old. You know, there will be some classes with 9th graders and 11th graders, okay, and that's okay. Sometimes, but it depends where you're at, obviously. And also, be on top of your grades. Don't skip class. And if you're going to skip class, which is not smart, you should more than likely have good grades. You should have good grades if you're going to be skipping class. Come on now. And just like, don't skip class in general, because like, you're going to be skipping class thinking that you're going to know things. When you get back and you are lost, they're not going to wait up on you. You have to go get that stuff again and get your notes down. It's just not, just be there. Just be in class. Just be in class. It's on that class note, we're going to talk about grades. Okay. Again, classes move fast and you will not be missed. You need to get it together. If you have a missed assignment, you should do it then and there. But one missed assignment can immediately turn into multiple. So just make sure that doesn't even happen, and just do your assignments when they're supposed to be done. Just don't kind of procrastinate. Do it when it's supposed to be done, because you having one assignment will turn into many. Another thing that I stress to you, take notes. I take notes very pretty because it's easy for my mind to like look at it and see it as something simple, And then also one thing that will help you is paraphrasing in your notes. And that makes it so much easier to study because I'm just looking at it and I know it. And it's like, because it's so pretty, because it's paraphrased, you know, I don't have to read this whole paragraph just to have notes. I have to read little lines and I have it in my head already. That's how I got good grades. That's how I got my A's. So yes, that's just a little tip from me, like, if you guys want to know. But yeah, just write your notes. Like, you will be more prepared for tests and quizzes if you write your notes. You will not be prepared as well if you just decide to one day, if you just decide, I just don't want to write notes today. Your grades will start to go like this. Last thing I'm going to talk about is relationships. Okay, so I'm not your parent. I'm not going to sit here and say don't have relationships, do have relationships. Some other stuff that a parent would say. I'm not going to say that because that's not my place, obviously. So I'm just going to give you like a talk about it. Okay? Okay, you're going to do what you want. But I'm going to just say, don't be trying to date juniors and seniors. Yeah, it's just not. As a freshman, you're already gonna be looked at. You're already gonna be looked down upon. So now it's like you're dating a senior. You just don't look better. You don't look any better. If anything, you look worse. So just don't be trying to date if you date a senior or a junior if you're going to date. Another thing that I feel like gets a lot of people is do not revolve your life around your partner, because you will at some point stop like wanting to hang out with your friends or whatever and want to go hang out with your partner. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you guys can walk down the hall, you guys do whatever, but don't just like skip a whole bunch of lunches or skip all your lunches to go sit by your partner, because that'll lose you friends real quick. So just, you know, like try to like keep a nice balance. Try to, you know, make sure that these are your friends, you know what I mean? Like don't, you know, just keep on giving them the dry end just because you want to go hang with your partner. I know, I understand, but you know, these are your friends. Because then again, that's how you get in a relationship with no friends. In a relationship, people will start rumors about you. They will. People are going to be, who don't even know you for real, who don't even talk to you for real, are going to be all up in your business, spreading rumors, saying stuff. I almost guarantee you it will happen. Not much you can do about it, especially if your relationship is public and everyone knows about it. Like, that's on you pretty much. Like, you got to do you. You just figure that out. My last tip is to just have fun. Don't be so focused on school, but also be focused on school enough. You want to have a nice balance. You want to be able to have fun. Because I know a lot of people who just like work on school. And it's like, I can see the stress eating them alive. Like, you guys have some fun, work on school, do both. You will develop some quality traits. You will see people from a different perspective. You will. If there's any more questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. If you like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.